So on the 19th of September, the Crown Coach Junkies had a ride and drive in Northern California at Loma Mar, California. Here we are cruising up there on a little caravan of two, soon to be three. We're driving number 11, the 74 Gilligan. We're about to be blown off by number 00, the 85 Crown Super Cruise Monster. But we're going to play cat and mouse here for a little while, going over the grapevine. Then from there we met up with Chris Shafer in Central California, and the three of us cruised up to Loma Mar together on Friday night for the Saturday event. Here we are in slow motion, passing number 00 with 00's permission. By the way, that's Jamar Taylor driving that big, beautiful 10-speed Cummins 854. Now here he is passing us again.
Wow, that's Jamar.
After 100 and some odd, maybe 200 miles, we met up with Chris and Paula Stouffer at Highway 46 and I-5, and here we are having our little reunion with their bus number 32. That's a beautiful 80 Crown non-turbo with lots of exhaust noise. We're hanging out and kind of saying hello to each other. Then from there on, as a threesome, with me in front in number 11, with Chris in the middle, and then number 00 at the back, we drove on up to Loma Mar. Here we are coming into Loma Mar, passing a surprise Gillig, by the way, and meeting up with Ron Gonslave, who guided us up to the actual campground in the caravan behind his van. Here we are arriving there, and now parking the buses that night, and the following morning a bunch more people came, and here we are as the event started. Here's a bunch of people. By now we had 6 buses there. There were 7 total after a little bit later. In that group of buses were the beautiful Thomas, who belongs to Andy West, his beautiful number 67 Gillig Phantom, gorgeous bus, fastest Gillig I ever drove. On top of that, Chris's bus number 32, and Pacific Bus Museum's number 3, 68 Crown, and of course number 11, the oh, by the way, here's number 74, the fully restored 74 Gillig, twin to 11, but fully restored. Here's number 3, fully restored 68, belongs to the Pacific Bus Museum. And he's Thomas, which is just beautiful, powered by a 3208 turbo, and his 6B92, number 67 Gillig Phantom. I think that's all the buses. Here's 00, and of course it's ready to rock. And then I think we're going to see 32, Chris's bus. There we go, and it's ready to go. See, the idea was that morning we got together, hung out, drank coffee, had breakfast. There's 11, and had a good time. After lunch, we then went out for our ride and drive, where we take out 3 or 4 buses at a time and swap drivers. So you're going to see us as we leave, working our way out of the park, and you'll see the buses that went. You won't see at this point our ride and drive. We'll show you some of that on the second outing. We went out to Highway 1 and drove along the ocean, turned around at a beautiful lighthouse, swapped people, and came back into the bus. Everybody got to drive every bus they wanted to. Everybody got to ride every bus they wanted to, and it was fun. So coming up here in just a minute, you'll see us pulling out of the campground, working our way out through all the curves and twists and heading out. Then you'll see our second batch going out, and then you'll see some actual view of some of the beautiful places we went on our ride and drive.
Bus number 7, bus number 67, and the 00 and 32. And Magdalena's bus 11. Here we are.
Our photographer is riding in the front, which is the 87 Gillig Phantom, looking out the back window at Andy's number 7 Thomas West Coaster. That was one of the buses that made it hard for Crown. It was a great bus. Behind him is number 00, the 85 Crown 855 10-speed Cummins. And behind that, which you won't see until later, is number 3, the 68 Crown, being driven by Charles from the Pacific Bus Museum. So we had 4 buses on the first ride and drive. We got different people mixed up in them. We're going to drive about 20 minutes down the hill from Loma Mar through Pescado to Highway 1. At that point, we met as a group, and we shifted around from bus to bus. From there, we rode to the lighthouse a few miles south, and then we shifted around buses again and came back. This run, you won't see much of that. We'll show you some of that on the next one. Back there in the very back is that beautiful number 3, the 68 Crown. End of this particular run, we brought the buses back after everybody's driven and ridden and everything. And we started with our second batch of buses, which is Chris's number 32. That would be me in number 11, the 74 Gillig 3208 cab with the reverse shift pattern 10-speed transmission. There's a bunch of guys ready to give it a try and see if they can do the shift. Beautiful little thing. third bus in the second caravan is Chris Larson's 74 Gillig, also 3208, 10 speed with reverse shift pattern. Chris's bus is fully restored and it's absolutely stunning. Here he is pulling out behind us. So we have 3 buses on this run heading down the hill. We have Chris Stauffer's bus 32, the super loud Crown. We have Al Jennings in bus number 11 with the 3208 Cat, that's a 74 Gillig. Then we have this 74 Gillig with the 3208 Cat with Chris Larson driving it. So the 3 buses going down for the second run. But this time you'll get a chance to see a little bit down at the bottom of the hill by the ocean. Here we are, Captain. Come out of Pescado, switched buses. Here I am, instead of driving 11, I'm now driving the old Gillig Phantom, the 87 Gillig Phantom. And you can see the ocean. You can see us on Highway 1 there, and I believe you can see the ocean off of the distance. It's kind of hazy because of all. Pulling back up after the last ride and drive, coming back into Redwood Glen, parking the buses, after which we hung out for a little while, had a wonderful dinner, and a bunch of us stayed overnight. Some of the guys went home, but there were still quite a few buses in the morning, and you'll see that here momentarily. Morning, it's the day after the ride and drive, and boy, what a great time we had. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you, Ron, for doing the miraculous job of putting this thing together after the fire and making it happen. Thank you for all the enthusiasm of everybody. Great drivers, great buses. We had a great time. Here we are. Even as we leave, we still got buses. We got number 11, the 10-speed Crazy Gillig. Its twin, number 74, has left. That was the most beautiful Gillig I've ever seen. Here's the big King Crown, 00, the Goose as they call it, the Bainbridge bus. We had a lot of fun with that great big Cummins yesterday. Here's the fastest Gillig I ever drove, the 87 Phantom with the 6392 non-electronic engine. Over here we have Andy Thomas with the 3208 Turbo. What a sweet runner. And down at the end, the world's loudest Crown, Chris Stauffer's number 32, 671 5-speed. What a runner. Looking forward to seeing him later today, I hope. So here we are. We're really lucky people to have this hobby and these wonderful friends. I want to thank everybody for coming. It was just one of the great moments of my life, and I just couldn't have had more fun. And thank you, God, for putting this beautiful place together just for us.